This video is going to be very interesting. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I'm really far away from the camera, it's really weird, but hopefully you can see me. I have seen so many YouTubers do this kind of video and I find them really interesting to watch. I thought this would be a really fun video to film and it also might help give some advice. But yeah, today I'm going to be answering some personal questions, things that you might be too afraid to ask your mum. I know I would never ask my mum any of these questions, or at least talk about it with my mum. So yeah. Also, every YouTuber that does this obviously puts it on their Instagram and they answer the questions that everyone has sent in. But I haven't done that because obviously, you know, I have no friends. So I've just made myself a list of things for me to talk about, some questions and stuff. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so we're just gonna hop right into it. So the first question I'm gonna answer is, does it hurt for your first time? So obviously I can only talk from like my experience. So for me, yes, it did hurt. Not like really badly hurt, but like it wasn't, like only a little bit. It wasn't like awful or anything. No one's first time is ever gonna like feel really good, because obviously it's your first time. The next question that I have is, do you bleed on your first time having sex? For me, I didn't bleed on my first time, which is weird because I think like most girls do, but yeah, I didn't bleed, so I don't know why. Or maybe I did like a little bit and I didn't realise. No, but surely I would have realised. Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, so the next question I have is, how old should I be when I lose my virginity? So obviously there isn't an age on this, like literally it's your body, it's your life, do what you want. Don't feel pressurised into having sex. Just because maybe all your friends are having sex doesn't mean you should have sex. I don't want to be one of those people that sits here and is like, oh, you need to wait until you're in like a stable relationship and you've been with each other for ages, because it never happens like that. Like, it just doesn't. That's an ideal way. It is a good idea to do it with someone that you do trust and you get along with well. You don't want it to be with some random guy that you've just met. Mine wasn't really with someone that I was majorly close with. You could be 14 when you lose it, you could be 25, do you know what I mean? It's your life, no one cares, really. I just don't think there should be such a big stigma about having sex. I just think it's sex, you know? Okay, the next question is how to put a tampon in. Honestly, don't even know why I've included this into the video. Probably because I also need help with this question. No, this is actually really hard. Like, a lot of girls use like applicators to help put them in. I've actually never used one of those. I've always just had ones that you just shove in yourself. I literally just like go like this, put your leg up, and just shove it in. I honestly hate tampons so much. I will not wear them unless I have to wear them. But yeah, putting it in and taking it out is just a nightmare. I hate it. So the next question I have is, spit or swallow? I can't take myself seriously. Obviously it's down to you. Like, from talking to guys, I would say that most of them, pretty much all of them, would prefer you to swallow. But obviously, like, you do you. If you don't want to swallow, don't fucking swallow it. Like, it's your mouth. Yeah, I mean, either way it's a bit grim. So, and apparently it's actually quite nutritional for you, so you know. Next question is, are period pains bad, or what are period pains like? So first of all, I can say that I am actually very lucky in saying that not that I've noticed, but I don't tend to get period pains, which is weird because quite a lot of girls get really bad like cramps and stuff. I mean, I've had like minor tummy aches or something like when I'm on my period, but I've never experienced like really bad cramps or anything. I just get very emotional pretty much. I literally, every time I start my period, the night before, I pretty much always cry, and then every time I cry I'm like, I'm gonna be on my period tomorrow. So yeah. The next question is when should I have my first kiss, / what to expect and what to do, and basically just about first kisses. Just like the sex question, like losing your virginity, you have your first kiss when you want to have your first kiss. It can be quite a scary thing. no lie, I still get scared now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've kissed a few boys, okay, so I have had experience, and even now, like, if I go to kiss a new boy, I still get nervous, because when you start thinking about it so much, you overthink it, and you're like, shit, I've forgotten how you kiss. Like, it can be quite like a scary thing. I remember, like, when I was planning on having my first kiss, I watched so many YouTube videos on how to kiss, and I'm sure we've all been there. But yeah, it's a hard thing to practice. You can't really practice it apart from with a person, because everyone's got different kissing techniques, so you just got to go along with theirs, you know? Like, a kiss with one person can be so different to a kiss with another person. At what age should I get my first boyfriend? Okay, I feel like there's a lot of pressure these days to be in a relationship, and it's so stupid. I hate it, because I feel like everyone thinks that the aim in life is to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and once you have that happy relationship, you have basically conquered life and everything is great. But that is such bullshit. You should not be concentrating at a young age at getting in a relationship, because you have your whole life to get in a relationship. You should really be using your time to love yourself, work on yourself. Oh, I feel like a really inspirational speaker right now. I feel like I'm giving myself a message here, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, like, it's so much more important to just work on you and like having a good time with your mates and stuff. There's no point like trying to find your ideal guy and trying to force relationships. Like, just chill with your life. If someone comes along and you vibe, then go for it. But until you find that vibe, there is no point. There really isn't, because if you force something, it's probably not going to work out. Next question is how to tell your parents that you're dating someone. I can relate to this a lot, I feel like, because I don't have the most easygoing parents. So when it comes to like talking about boys, I've never really opened up about it with them, I guess. Now I'm older, I definitely do. But I used to lie a lot. Like, if I was going to meet a boy, I wouldn't tell them that, obviously. I'd tell them I was going to see a friend. Yeah, because obviously they wouldn't let me because I was so young. Yeah, now I'm older, I just find it so much easier to just be honest with them, and they understand now, because I am 19, so they know I'm going to be like talking to boys and stuff. I'd say probably wait a while before you tell them, because so many times I've told my parents I'm speaking to a guy, and then like a week later we stop speaking, and then my parents keep asking me questions about it, and it's just like, ugh. So I'd say wait until you know that it's gonna last for a while, or you know it's gonna work out. Don't just go on like if you just start speaking to some random guy on Snapchat and then you tell your parents, like, yeah, I would wait until it's more serious. Next question is, are all boys fuck boys? I actually feel bad for boys in the sense that every girl, I feel like they just associate boys with being fuck boys, and a lot of boys are, yes, they can be actual dickheads, but there are a lot of nice guys out there as well. And I think girls can't really say that about guys, because there's a lot of girls that are fuck girls, I guess you could say. We can be just as bad as boys, we really can. And so I think presuming that every guy is a fuckboy is not the right thing to do, because yeah, there are a lot of genuine guys out there. Next question is, have you ever questioned your sexuality? So I personally have not. Okay, well, no, not questioned, but I feel like everyone's thought about it, surely. I mean, I've thought about being gay. I mean, I don't know, it's something that I feel like it does all cross our minds. But yeah, I've definitely not like ever properly questioned it. Like, I am way too into guys, so yeah. Next question is how to stay hygienic down there. This is quite a tough question, because quite a hard thing to do, I'd say. But I'd say drinking a lot of water, keep yourself hydrated, that'll help. Eating things that are fruity, well, eating fruit, that will also help. Also, don't use soap to wash it, because I've heard that that is not a good thing to do, because it will make it itchy, and it also doesn't help with the smell, even though you think it will. So yeah, normally just clean it with straight up water, that's fine. And the last question that I am gonna answer we'll talk about is how to know if a guy likes you. It's not easy to answer because a lot of guys are different, but obviously there are a lot of signs for you to know that they aren't interested. For example, if they leave you undelivered for a long period of time, like a lot, like all the time. Like obviously if they leave you undelivered for like 2 hours, like as a one-off, they probably are just busy. But if it's literally every message you send and they take like an hour to 2 hours to reply to every single message, then they probably ain't that interested, especially during quarantine, because come on, like no one is doing that much, no one is that busy. If they ask you a lot of questions about yourself, wanting to get to know you and stuff, then most likely they are interested in you. If they're literally just being like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing now? You know, like the standard boring chat that no one cares about, yeah, they probably don't really care. And if they make no effort to like actually meet you, then yeah, they also don't care. It's better to know where you stand straight off before you get attached and then they hurt your feelings. Maybe just be honest with them and just be like, hey, like, are you into me, so I can know whether to move on or not, you know? I'm gonna stop this video here because I've been talking for way too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I'll see you soon. Bye!